Welcome to this edition of the UNA Week in Review presented by Lions HR. Gulf South Conference races began to take shape for the UNA soccer and volleyball teams. The Lion cross-country teams were back in action, while the football team made the trip to Oregon for just the second time in school history. Find out more right after this.
Hi, I'm Bill Lyons with Lions HR. If you own or operate a small business, then you're aware of the growing number of challenges affecting your profitability. And if you're like most companies, the most expensive challenges are often people-related. At Lions HR, we've helped hundreds of business owners who were frustrated with the rising costs of payroll, workers' compensation, employee benefits, and the ever-increasing number of employment regulations. There's a better way to manage your human resources. Find out how working with Lions HR can improve your company's profitability.
The UNA soccer team posted a 1-1 showing on the week. The Lions knocked off Spring Hill 5-0 at home before West Florida rallied for a 3-2 victory in Pensacola. Senior Chloe Richards scored 2 goals in each contest and continues to lead all of NCAA Division II with 20 on the year. The senior from Cornwall, England now has 61 career goals for the Lions. Against Spring Hill, Margarita Sosa added 2 goals, while Susan Lang recorded her first goal of the year. Eleanor Costello also had 2 assists. North Alabama will host Christian Brothers this Friday. Match time is set for 7 p.m. at the UNA Soccer Complex. The UNA volleyball team finished up the first half of the GSC schedule with an 8-2 league record and number 2 spot in the conference standings. The Lions swept Valdosta State on Friday before falling in 3 sets to first place West Florida. Jessica Austin had 25 kills on the weekend to lead the Lions, who are now 14-4 overall. Natasha Fomina added 22 kills, while Andrea De Leon tossed in 70 assists. The Lions will be looking for another big home crowd Tuesday night when hosting West Alabama. After breaking the single-match attendance record earlier this year with 935 fans, President Ken Kitts has said if 1,000 show up against the Tigers, he will dye his mustache purple. And if 1,100 show up, he'll dye his hair as well. Following the home match against West Alabama, UNA will travel to Carrollton, Georgia to face Sunshine State Conference teams Tampa, Florida Southern, and St. Leo. The UNA men's and women's cross-country teams each had strong showings at the Watson Ford Invitational in Clinton, Mississippi. The women were 5th and the men were 2nd at the event hosted by Mississippi College at the Choctaw Trails course. Olivia Brady was the top individual finisher for the women's team. She finished in 16th place overall with a time of 24:32. Stephanie Simpson was 26th at 25:06, followed by Alexandra Pidcock, Sabrina Hudkins, and Laura Bennett to round out the top 5. Overall, the Lions totaled 137 points. The UNA men's team finished 2nd in the 14-team non-Division I portion of the event with 78 points. Adam Benefield was the top individual finisher for the Lions, coming in 6th place overall at 26:40. Tate Carden was 11th at 27:06, followed by Clay Oden in 16th place at 27:18. Jared Melton and Braxton Linder also placed in the top 30 for North Alabama. Both UNA cross-country teams will now turn their attention to the 2015 Gulf South Conference Championships held Saturday, October 24th at the Oakville Indian Mounds course in Danville, Alabama. A fourth-quarter rally by the UNA football team fell just short in a 24-22 loss at Western Oregon. An interception in the final minute of play sealed the win for the Wolves, who forced 5 Lion turnovers on the day. UNA, now 4-1 overall, turned the ball over on its first 3 possessions and 4 times in the first half before rallying to take a 16-10 lead early in the fourth quarter. Western Oregon's offense then scored back-to-back touchdowns to take a 24-16 lead in the final period. The Lions scored on a 16-yard touchdown pass from Luke Wingo to Lee Mayhall on 4th down with 1:28 to play, then recovered the onside kick to stay alive. UNA drove to the Western Oregon 23-yard line before an interception by the Wolves ended the comeback. Kevin Hinkie was 3 for 3 on field goal attempts, connecting from 43, 28, and 35 yards. The Lions will return to Florence for its next game, hosting North Carolina Pembroke next Saturday for homecoming. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. at Brawley Stadium. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the UNA Week in Review, presented by Lions HR. I'm Shane Herman. Stay up to date with all of UNA athletics by going to the new www.roarlions.com.